The Gripen was already amazing, but now guys, it's a whole nother level. Hello guys, once again, it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons. Make sure to subscribe. And today we are gonna fly out the Gripens. We have, of course, 4 Gripens now into the game. We have the C for the Hungarians. We have the South African one. And 2 Swedish ones. We have the A that will remain as like a normal aircraft with just the RB-71s, which I think it's kind of odd. I mean, sure, but with this BR, I mean, I see this aircraft going down in BR with the FOX-3's, or getting FOX-3's as well, which should be the case. And this thing should get FOX-3's as well and go to 12.3. I don't care. I mean, the vegan D is supposed to have that. Maybe a vegan D late or something like that to differentiate and have a gap filling aircraft in the middle here, but still. But yeah, the Swedish, they have 2 Gripens, the A and the C as well, right? And all of them are carrying the FOX-3's, which was the one thing missing from this aircraft, right? I personally considered the Su-27 to be the best aircraft in the game before the dev. But now, guys, I don't know. I have to check this aircraft because this was already one of the best in the game. The only problem with it was the radar guided missiles that were the RB-71s, which are really bad. But now with this, is this the new top tier meta? Is this the new best aircraft out there that you can have? Well, let's fly it out a little bit. We have, as I said, 4 of them. Of course, one doesn't have the FOX-3's. We're gonna fly the FOX-3's ones, and 2 of them have the same missile, basically the M120s, right? The RB-99 M120s, right? They're the same. But then, if you go to the South African one, which is the C variant over here, he actually has the darters, which is a way better missile. So, not way better, but it's better. Let's fly with this to check it out how it feels. So there we go, guys. And here we are in a custom battle. Of course, just don't mind that I'm using it in a custom, of course. We're just gonna fire a lot of these missiles. On this one, I can fire one. On this one, oh my god, I'm gonna fire on that missile to help me out. Ah! I'm dead. Yeah, guys, in this, like, this fighting actually is making me kind of rethink how I play the game. You really need to, like, if somebody fires a missile at you, you need to go defensive. It's crazy how different it is to fly these aircraft. It really is different. Oh, come on, it's gonna kill a friendly. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm sorry, but the missile just decided to do whatever he wanted. And that's the thing, like, there's 2 things. Did you notice there? The first thing is getting the missile to be fired as quickly as possible. And then there's the second thing. And even if the missile is fired on me and he dies, it doesn't matter because I have to still defend because the missile has its own radar. So it's, yeah. It's going to be, oh my god. And we can do this again, right? Oh my god, FPS, don't die. I fired on the chef. Oh my god, there's one here. This is kind of intense. Oh, why are you not locking? There we go. These raiders, they tend to be kind of hard sometimes to use. That missile is probably gonna miss. Yeah, it missed. It went for the chef. I hear a missile like right next to me. I'm gonna fire an aim 9 on him. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Go find your own target. I was in a serious dogfight over here. But, yeah, guys. It feels intense, I gotta say. Flying with these top tier stuff, like I said before, I still believe that flying with the third generations that can fire FOX-3's will be even more fun than flying with the top dogs. Why? Because, guys, this is going to be an intense battle. Like, really, really intense. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm already dead, right? I cannot turn fast enough. Yeah. Because it's too intense. Jesus Christ. If you, like, forget or don't pay attention on a missile coming from a certain direction, and the missile is already 5-10 kilometers from you, and it's coming head on, you're dead. There's nothing you can do about it. It's literally, it feels like it's impossible to actually like do anything. It's kind of crazy how good these missiles are. Let's fire on him. Like, see, for example, here. I fired 2 missiles. I'm on the offensive. They probably don't even know that I'm here firing on them. But the thing is that I need to be on a defensive position, because if they fire on me and they make the missile miss, I'm dead if I'm not paying attention, you know? So it's... I'm gonna fire a second one over here. And a 4th one there. But that guy is too far away. Probably not gonna hit, but still. Yeah, look at that. The guy is attacking other targets and he's making my missiles miss. Let me help the missile a little bit. Oh my god, yeah, the chef is really effective. Come on, fire the missile! These missiles take too much time to actually warm it up sometimes. Another Gripen. Oh, that was a bad shot, Jesus. Ah, he crashed. Yes. And no, yeah, the guy is saying Chef is basically useless. No, Chef is really useful. It's just that I don't understand why people think that Chef will matter if the target is flying closer to you than the missile. Like, than the Chef, actually. You know, the missile is going for the target. So... the missile... I thought the missile was going up. But imagine this. The missile will go to the biggest deflections of radar waves, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't care if you are locking a certain target, if you are doing anything. The missile just doesn't care. He will get to the place that have the most amount of radiation bouncing back coming from your aircraft or the missile itself, right? And the thing is that if the chef is actually behind the target, so the target is coming towards you, right, and you fire the missile and the actual chef is behind the target, it means, or behind you, right, it means that you are closer to the missile than the chef, meaning that normally, of course there are exceptions to this, but normally the bouncing back radiation from your aircraft or from the enemy's aircraft is larger than the chef, meaning that the chef will not work, okay? This is how chef work. The chef needs to be a larger draw of radio waves than the aircraft itself, okay? It's the same as flares, you know? The flares need to be in a position where they are producing more heat, at least to make the missile kind of look at you the other way. Kind of, a little bit more. So that's why you need to, of course, take off your afterburner when you are firing flares, because if not, the flares don't work, because your engine is producing more heat. It's the same. The thing is, radio waves are a little bit trickier to actually avoid, you know? So yeah, Chef definitely work in the game, but you need to know how to use it. The only thing is that these missiles they make Chef a little bit less effective in a way, because it's like the missile has its own radar, man. So it has a help, you know. It is a little bit easier for the missile to actually just maintain the lock. That's why I think it's going to be nuts how you actually do this. It's the same as flying low to the ground, okay? If you fly low to the ground, you basically will make, yeah, you should make, but of course if the missile hits the ground close to you and it's still not enough maybe, but yeah, the position of actually flying low to the ground is that you are trying to make, my god, make the radiation coming from the ground to be bigger from your aircraft, meaning that the missile will think that the target itself is flying lower than it should, than it's actually flying, right? Meaning that the missile will go down and hit the ground. That's how it works. So yeah, if you are complaining about Chef not working, it's just that you just don't know how to use it. That's as simple as that. I'm sorry to say this. I don't like to be saying this over and over, but yeah, this is how Chef works, guys. So kind of get over with it. It doesn't matter what game you are gonna play. If Chef is properly implemented, it will look somewhat similar to this. Of course, I'm not saying it's perfect. War Thunder needs to be more realistic, but there are some very weird circumstances where it doesn't make any sense what is happening to the Chef and missiles. But it's the idea behind it is kind of correct. So it's problematic to complain about something that it's kind of correct. So yeah, but yeah, the Gripen, guys, feels like, oh my god, there's a missile flying close to me. I gotta say, the Gripen feels like one of the most comfortable aircraft to actually fly around, even more than the Su-27. I think we might be leaning towards the Gripen might be the best aircraft in the game, because it is kind of a 4+ generation aircraft almost, right? I mean, it kind of is. I'm almost there, right? It's the differences between this and a 4.5 generation Gripen is pretty small, actually. This is the best way to use these missiles, to just use the TWS. That way you are basically being stealth about the missile firing. And by the way, ignore the missile, like, have you seen this? For example, the circle is not red, right, when you are firing the missile. This is because you are outside the range of the seeker, okay? If it is on the range of the seeker, you will see this, the two red ones, okay? So just bear that in mind. You can still fire these missiles. It's something that you can do in the R-27, for example, or the Phoenix. Any missile that has the INS and data link and stuff, you can fire even when you don't have oh my god, this is getting, like, look at that. All my missiles, I fired 3 missiles, were defeated by that guy's Chef, right? And even the like AIM-9s with the flare. So yes, the Chef is working. It's just that he was cold. He was dropping a lot of Chef. The more Chef you drop, the better, okay? Of course, you have to balance it out with the amount of flares and Chef you have, but still. But the most amount of them you drop, the larger they are. For example, the MiG-23 MLD is a better one. So all of these things matter, okay, guys? So if you are thinking that these missiles, they're not working and stuff, oh my god, I'm actually doing this. Let's see. Let's see if the missile actually hits. This one is missed. Come on. Come on. No, I think it's GG. But yeah, guys, basically this is it. It feels like the most comfortable you can be in a FOX-3 launcher. It's nimble, it's light. It doesn't have the most amount of missiles, but it's still amazing. I think on 1v1, this will be the best aircraft in the game, for sure. But at the end of the day, it will not only matter about 1v1s, you know, more things will matter than that. So we might see other things coming into play. Okay, guys, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe